I've just seen Ryan Bowen's latest video update on training for the match against RVJ, and it has me pretty worried for his chances. I'll go over the more recent training in another video, but for now I want to step back a bit and look at some of his historical training footage. But first, pay attention to what these two say.
I love to test myself. That's how I've often fucked myself up, is coming down here testing myself on fucking lifts that I shouldn't be maxing on cold. I kind of like it though. That one was good.
There has to be some sort of absolute numbers, repeatable numbers that we can all refer back to. So if someone says, hey, I did 150 pounds, okay, high pulley, parallel, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be something repeatable so we can start. So when we start training and coaching each other, we can start talking the same stuff. What happens is, I can wrist curl a cement bag 9,000 times. Well, I wrist curled the crankshaft out of a big block Chevy 14, so it's the same.
Yep.
You know? It might be the same, but neither one of them might be applicable.
Your left is in good shape.
So, with this brief overview of a very important topic, I want to introduce you to the revolutionary concept that will 100% improve the outcome of your training and the health and longevity of your body, allowing you to train more and better. That is, sensible maxing. I hate to pick on Ryan, but I've seen his training lifts over the past few years, and there has been an awful lot of shoddy, inconsistent maximal lifts shown over there. Let's walk through a few of them that I've seen and draw some useful information out of them. Now, of course, this is probably not the entirety of his training, it's just what he's chosen to let us see, so it's all we have to judge his training by. But here you can see he is trying some undefined variation of a curl-like movement which he cannot complete, and then tries again, with each subsequent lift being a more and more loose version of the previous, so no real measure or display of anything except the weight being too much for him to lift. Which is my main point in this, the need for consistency across movements throughout the different levels of resistance applied to them. If a lift is done with 50 kilograms one way one time, but next time you do it with 55 kilograms, but the way you do it is slightly different, is it really a proof of you having improved or gotten stronger, or is it more likely that the body found another, more effective way to position itself and to move that weight, or you've reduced the range of motion required to count the lift as made? It's the same in concept as round back deadlifting or cutting depth on squats or hips rising on the bench. Yes, you may have moved more weight than last time, but have you actually improved at the exercise you originally wanted to? Not only this issue with inconsistent progression, but if each time you attempt a new maximal weight, the movement itself changes, this means that almost certainly this is one of the first times you have moved in this specific way, and it's done with an absolute limit amount of weight. Does this not sound like a wonderful invitation for injury? Here we have our favourite, Krasimir, performing maximal movements, and you can see how much cleaner and controlled they are, despite the massive loading. But let's go back to Ryan, and see his definition for the movement he's attempting to max out in this test.
You'll see here, I've set it so my elbow is right at the back of the pad. So if I drag, I'm going to come off the pad, which is a no-no. We don't want any dragging, and I've set it so I'm at the back of the pad so I can't drag. Plus, this strap is at that nice 90 degrees, so it's just going to be sitting back in the chair and attempting to pick it up, like so.
Right away, his elbow slips forward and his elbow opens up so that the humerus is now flat on the pad. The elbow has gone from the target 45 to 55 degrees to almost 90 degrees. But he counts it and moves up in weight. Now he's starting with the forearm in a much more horizontal angle and the body remaining up from the table, but still at around 90 degrees in the elbow, then opening more and the weight shifting a little. And it's counted as good, and the weight increased. The same thing again, and he's just opening at the elbow and nothing happens. Tries again and approaches 180 degrees at the elbow, and the weight shivers slightly and it's counted as a PR. Let's recap and take a look at the originally declared movement he will test, and the final movement counted as a valid test. Yes, it's heavier than before, but has he actually gotten stronger in this movement? With this level of inconsistency, it's really hard to accurately say. So my point was, if you want to know if you've got stronger in a specific exercise or movement, test the same movement across different periods of time. Don't cheat just to move the weight. You might get to claim weight increase, but at the end of the day, you just cheat yourself out of the actual progress, which may or may not actually help you on the table. And that's it. Like the video, subscribe, click the bell, and give me your full opinions uncensored in the comments. See you later.